Wait, so I should withdraw all the money from my 401k to fund the business? Oh, so I should use as many expletives as possible on Twitter? Oh, okay. So I should only be getting negative attention. That's the best way to grow my followers? By the way, you know I'm shooting my video right now, right? Oh, that doesn't matter. This is more important. You know what you can do with your advice? You can take your advice and shove it up your... What's up, my fellow entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs? Don Mohsin here. Welcome to Flashy Knowledge, episode 2. If you haven't had the chance to check out my first video, I kind of gave the background as to what flashy knowledge is, what the lasting impression is, and get a little bit more background foundation as to how I got to this point. So if you haven't had the chance, please check out that video so you can get all caught up on where we are today. With that being said, let's go and kickstart the highlights for the week. This week, I wanted to highlight the fact that we have achieved 300 followers. Thank you so much. That is a major accomplishment. We've been growing steadily, and I really want to take a moment to thank all of our followers and supporters on Facebook. We're a little over 300 now, and I'm very excited, very proud, and I can't wait to see what we can accomplish together. So thank you for your support. As far as successes this week, I have opened up 2 positions for internships with the company. One is a fashion marketing position and one is a fashion consultant position. I have held interviews for the fashion marketing position this week. Very excited to get things rocking and rolling there. Some great candidates have been interviewed. I should be making my decision pretty soon, so definitely more to come on that. Now things are still in flight, and you guys will have an update on that probably in one of the next few episodes. Another success of the week is I've been in conversation with 2 potential influencers, which I'm very excited about. More to come on this. We're still finalizing a couple things, but you should see some information on that soon. And I apologize. I know a lot of this is going to be more to come stuff, but due to legal things and not wanting to break any privacy practices or laws, I have to kind of keep things a little bit under wraps till things are a little bit more solidified. But those 2 potential influencers are going to help a lot. They've seen the value in the company. They've seen the value in our services. And it'd be great to just have more champions for the lasting impression. So very excited about that. And the good news is, and don't tell Stitch Fix, they're current and previous Stitch Fix customers. Wow. So it's great to see that one of our major competitors out there, we're nipping away at the heels just a tad bit, and it's good to get perspective from individuals who have been involved with a Stitch Fix and learning a little bit more about what we can do to get a little bit more competitive. So what is my learning opportunity for the week, folks? This is more personal than it is business, but sleep. I'm sure you guys have heard the term burning the candles at both ends. Well, I've been doing that for quite some time. Those of you who are entrepreneurs or trying to start your own company or support your own company, a lot of you guys and gals are working full-time jobs, and then you're working another full-time job being an entrepreneur, which is kind of the state I was in. I was taking care of my day job, immediately coming home and working my second full-time job. And a lot of times I would discover a new idea, or I would get really involved in something at 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night, and then I would keep working on it until 2 or 3 a.m. And then what would happen the next day? I'm a zombie, I'm lethargic, I'm tired, but then you can't just stop. You have to, repeat the process the next day. You have to, work your full-time job, then you have to keep plugging away at the business. So that didn't stop. That eventually took a toll on me in so many ways. Just, over how I felt, my quality of life, my well-being, and the things I had energy to do and not do. I can't stress this enough. Focus on your sleep. Get your Z's. Get whatever's comfortable for you, whether it's 6, 7, 8 hours, but do not slack on sleep. You need that just to recuperate. You need that in case you're working out. That's when you're releasing growth hormones. That's when you're doing all your rebuilding and your recovery. So please focus on your sleep. If you need any tips or tricks on how I kind of changed my schedule, and again, I just started making this change reach out to me. I'd be happy to give you tips and tricks on how to change your sleep schedule, but don't slack on your sleep. Those of you familiar with the 7 habits of highly effective people know that sharpening the saw is habit 7, and that's kind of, focusing on yourself and making sure that you're able to, have your mind, body, health, and spirit. I believe those are the 4 areas in check and in tune. So you need to, if you don't have that stuff in tune, everything else will falter. So please get your sleep. You need that energy. You need that recovery to focus and be effective at being an entrepreneur and just life in general. All right, so what's my flashy advice for the week? Stop listening to your friends. Now hold on, before you get all crazy and be like, wow, this guy wants me to delete all my friends. What I mean is, look, we love our friends. We love to party with them. We love to go out and have drinks. We love to go to the movies. We love to just hang out, Netflix and chill, whatever you want to call it. We love our friends, okay? When you start doing things with your life, when you become an entrepreneur or you want to, branch out, try something new, inevitably your friends are going to get involved. It doesn't mean you have to listen to every piece of advice they give you. Yes, they most likely mean the best, and they have known you for a while, so they want to kind of give you advice on it. But it doesn't necessarily mean they're the experts that can give you the best advice in a certain area. Look at some of the things that Gary Vee has said. I just watched a recent interview on him, I think through Peter McKinnon, where he was talking about stop listening to everybody and stop taking advice from everybody. And there's so much truth to that. When you want to start to expand your life and expand your horizons, everybody will come out and start to give you advice because it helps them feel more involved. It helps them feel like they're making a change in their own life by telling you what to do, even though they may not have any idea on how to do anything in that realm, but they mean well. The point is, you have to take everything everyone says with a grain of salt, especially if they're not an expert in an area or they don't have any perspective in the area. You have to, at the beginning, even I was guilty of this. I started listening to everyone because it's like, oh yeah, they're my friends. They mean well, they mean the best, and I'm going to listen to everything they say. That's just not the right thing to do because they're not going to give you the right perspectives in every area. You need to be talking to mentors. You need to be talking to established people there. Now, I'm not saying delete your Facebook friends list, delete your Instagram friends list, and delete the contacts from your phone. All I'm saying is that you need to understand that your friends will want to give you advice. People in your circle want to give you advice because that's how they feel more involved. And they mean well, but you need to be talking to the right people in the right subject matter in order to get the right things done. So just stop listening to your friends blindly. Another thing I want to mention is when you start to, how can I say this, do bigger things with your life, you will organically start to see your friends kind of, and this is my personal opinion, this is just kind of what I've seen happen thus far with my friends, right? And I personally believe this is exactly how things go organically. Your friends will start to divide into 3 different areas. You'll have the loyal. These are the people that'll have your back no matter what. These are the people that, whether you have $5 in your pocket or $5 million in your pocket, they will have your back. They've never given up on you. Every time you call, they answer. These are the loyal people that got your back. The second group is what I call the bandwagoners. Now, these individuals, once they start seeing that you're doing something a little bit unique with your life or trying to be, bigger and better, they start to latch on to you just in case you might become something. People who haven't contacted you in a long time start to be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Hey, don't forget, they want to be somewhere around your circle, but they're not really fully invested in it. They just want to kind of be around there just in case you make it, and they can be like, hey, remember 2 years ago when I said hi to you? Well, don't forget, hook me up with some money or give me a car or something. The third area is what I call the fakes. These people never really had your back. They were kind of in your outer circle, and they never really will. Here's my advice to you: stop wasting time with those people. That's probably never going to change. They're never really going to have your back. They never have your best interests at heart. Why invest time in people who don't really care whether you make it or not, or are not willing to sacrifice anything to help you, and who are kind of just energy suckers, right? You don't need those kind of people around. Once you find organically that your friends have started to divide in these 3 areas, start to clean up the fakes out of your life, slowly but surely, right? Get rid of them. You don't need them. All they're going to do is cause you turmoil and confusion and battle later on. There's no point in having them around. They've never given you value. They probably won't later. I know this is a little bit blunt and a little bit mean, but the fact of the matter is You need to surround yourself with positive people, enthusiastic people, people that are going to take you to the next level, not people that are going to drain you and drain the energy out of you, and people that never really had your back in the first place. Being an entrepreneur is hard enough, and then having to focus on the fakes is just going to make life so much worse. So start to get rid of the fakes, and I guarantee you things will go smoother. And most importantly, stop listening to all the advice your friends are giving you. Find the right people in the right area with the right subject matter expertise. Listen to those individuals, and take what your friends say with a grain of salt, because yes, they mean the best, but they may not be giving the best advice in that area because they're not experts in that area. Nonetheless, we still love our friends, support them, keep good friends around, keep loyal friends around. That's very important. That's important for quality of life. But just know what you're getting into and know who's around you and what they're about. If you found value in what I'm doing here and kind of sharing my journey with you guys every week and just giving you that real and raw experience, hit that like and subscribe button. Would really appreciate it, folks. And if you need help with website development, with interviews, with just getting started as an entrepreneur, or you just want to talk to me about your challenges, as I mentioned, I want this to be a two-way conversation. So feel free to reach out to me. A lot of you are going to ask, well, okay, well, how much are you going to charge for consulting? Well, the answer is, yeah, that much. Because I learned so much from my conversations with people and just learning from other people's experiences and challenges. There's no charge for this. It's just two entrepreneurs or two people just trying to get together and make changes to their lives. So I don't charge anything. I'm happy to look at any information you want me to, or help you entrepreneurs out in any way I can. This is just me trying to give back to the entrepreneurship community because I've learned so much from other people in support and help and experience. So this is my way of giving back. So if you need help, feel free to reach out. You can contact me in multiple social media platforms. Be happy to help you guys out. With that being said, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you guys found value, and I will see you next week. Don Mohsin out.